Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy Jada Mine. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, man, so real quick, I want to shed some light on this because I feel like nobody else has talked about this, but I don't understand why they add mechanics for the user, but then again, the CPU doesn't have any way of pretty much getting around what the user does on the other side. Now, I want to say that computer needs to have the same mechanics that the user has, because I find it awfully odd that the computer has the same mechanics as the user when it comes to making moves on the D line. But when it comes down to wide receiver and DBs, for the wide receiver, they don't have any of the user abilities that the user has, whether it's the foot fire, coming off the line, he's doing a cut, whatever it is. So if you ever notice, when you got guys that are pressing you and it's trying to jam you at the line and you put him on a streak or a fade, whatever, you ever notice how most of the time he just runs straight at him and just try to swim around him? Either that or he gets jammed at the line. And most of the time in leagues that I'm in, probably you've been in, people you played against, etc., etc., you've noticed that a lot of the times people will run that because there's no other way that they know how to get around the jam. Now, I'm not saying that if you got somebody like Jalen Ramsey against some sort of fifth overall pick wide receiver that he's going to get jammed I say out of 10 times, he's going to get jammed 7 out of the 10 times. But one of those times, he's going to be able to say, oh, got him off the line. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why is it that the computer, every time I run a streak or I'm getting pressed, he just runs straight into whoever's in front of him, and I hope that as the user looking for my wide receiver, that he swims around him or he tries to get around him, and his speed is what is able to keep him in front if he doesn't beat him off the press. Now, as a user, you can user onto him and use the foot fire mechanic at the beginning of the line, and you can use cuts to try to get around the guy, go around the outside depending on how he's lined up. As you can see, I got AJ Brown here. I do a foot fire off the line and I'll go to the left because I see that, or outside, I see that he's lined up, you know, shading to my inside. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna do a foot fire, and then I'm gonna not fade, but I'm gonna shimmy to the left so I can get around him, and so I beat him. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, why is it that computer doesn't have that? You act like these wide receivers don't have any skills coming from a CPU standpoint. You're trying to make this game a user game, but at the same time, you make computers so dumbed down and so useless to the point where, what's the point of me even looking towards my star wide receiver? The only thing I could look forward towards him, only thing I can look for him towards the ball. Wait, hold on, I'm getting tongue tied now. Excuse me. The only thing I can look forward to is him catching a 50-50 ball, because I know he's gonna go in the air, or if I got an ability on it that allows him to cut on the inside in the numbers or outside, whatever it is, I gotta rely on abilities, and I have to rely on the X factor, or hope that whoever I'm going up against is a terrible overall and I can just get over on him. But as far as somebody who's an even matchup and where now he has to use skills to get around him, computer doesn't have that. Now, some people will probably say, oh, well, just go over there and play a lock on him so you can be able to use the moves yourself. Be honest with yourself. Do you think you're gonna want to do that every play? Be real with yourself for a second. Do you think you're going to want to do that every single play? The way that these guys are running these playbooks and the way they're sending blitzes, you're not going to have time to get that off. You're not going to have time to do it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, in Madden 24, you should have it set to where computer can use those same mechanics to get off the line. And in turn, if you don't want the offense to become OP because defense doesn't have enough mechanics, then give the defense mechanics to even that out. Let there be a win or a loss, whatever it is you do, kind of like rock, paper, scissors type thing almost. But at the same time, these wide receivers are using these mechanics damn near every game. So why not add that for all the players in there? Not saying that these moves are definite and it's going to get them free every time, but at least give them the capability of doing that on their own. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, Hopefully Man 24, not even gonna say hopefully, Man 24 is just gonna be a dumpster fire. As y'all can see right here, this is Man 23, of course. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all this. Watch out for showing the videos, man. Most definitely. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.